Hello! It is Tuesday once again, and on Tuesday we are pirates. Yarr! But we're not very good pirates at the moment because we have no ship, which is kind of a problem in our chosen occupation. Last time we started on our world-saving quest, Fina says we must collect the moon crystals and stop the massive weapons of destruction from being used again, and we're like, great! And then Drachma's like, goodbye, I'm going after my white whale, or purple whale in this case, and he left us. And so, here we are, marooned in the desert. Except, so if I have the right window in focus. Hello, Harry! We're in the desert. I did some shopping. I stayed at the inn because we weren't fully healed. We've got all the best weapons, all the best armor. Nothing visually changes, so I'm not going to worry about it. And before we go find a ship, we're gonna get our fortune told. Welcome. Hear my words and heed them in your journey. Have my fortune told. Ah! The red moon has spoken. To the east of here lies a temple, in which a sacred red jewel lies buried in the hot sands. Go forth and seek your fate, and may the red moon watch over you. Oh, right. Okay. I thought we already knew that, but, we didn't, and we'd probably have to go there. Otherwise, it'd be like, where are we going? Okay, cool. So, the only place we haven't been yet is the tavern. Surely, someone with a ship will be at the tavern. Sailor, you wish to see the new dancer too? Velena's dancing is Maramba's newest star attraction. You definitely don't want to leave without seeing her. Yes, there is the dancer. We can see her. Oh, I guess we want to talk to her. Well, hello, handsome. I don't think I've seen you around here before. If you've come to rest your weary feet, you've come to the right place. Make yourself comfortable and stay a while. That sounds like a great idea. It's been a while since we've had time to relax. Please stay. Stay as long as you like. Sit down, sit down. So a fun thing about the dancer model here is they actually added fabric for the North American release and then for all of the releases of Skies of Arcadia Legends. So in the original Japanese Dreamcast, she didn't have the bottom part of her bikini top. That was all they added. But they had to add something apparently. So she's been quote-unquote censored. I like the color though. The purple's very pretty. Ooh, in Nasser, I guess they just sit on the ground. Yeah, it feels good to finally sit down. Well, we shouldn't rest too long. We gotta go look for a ship. I wonder where we can find one. Maybe we should try the docks. Can't believe that Captain Drachma just left us here. I'm sure he had his reasons to leave, but I wish he'd said something sooner. He didn't have to leave us here in the desert, right, Vives? No, Aika, he didn't. He was a total dick about it. Could have left you on Sailor's Island, or could have just said, no, we're not taking you from Pirate Island, but no, he brought you to the desert, and then ditched you. Which is what Vice is thinking, but he's too polite to say it. Vice? Oh, no. He's not thinking. Vice, have you heard a single word I've said? Yeah, I'm listening. You were talking about the desert. You're acting like you've never seen a girl before. If you could pry your eyes away from that dancer for a few seconds. Oh gosh, I don't remember which one is the swashbuckler option. Well, we might as well admit to what we were doing. Okay, okay. It's just that she's such a good dancer. I didn't want to insult her by, looking away. New lands, new customs, you know. What kind of excuse was that? You're undressing her with your eyes. Not that it would take that long. You weren't zooming in, were you? Oh my gosh, they reference his eye patch monocle thing. I'm sorry, but seriously, don't you think she's looked over here more than just a few times? I think she likes me. He's 17. He should be reasonably into puberty, but yes. Yeah, right. Fina, will you try and talk some sense into him? Do you really find it that hard to believe? Well, Vice is very attractive. I don't think it would be strange at all if that dancer was looking at him. You're kidding, right? Vice wouldn't want someone like her. I mean, who knows where she's been? Aika! That is not something you say about people. Oh, so do you travel a lot? Tell me something. You wouldn't happen to be the group of air pirates that escaped from the Grand Fortress now, would you? That's oddly specific. Huh? How did you know about that? Well, if you hang out in places like this, you overhear all kinds of things. Rumors, local gossip, news about the other lands. You even hear stories about air pirates needing a ship. If you want, I can give you a lift. What do you say? Really? Thanks, that'd help us a lot. Wait a second, why would you help us? You don't even know who we are. Let's just say that anyone who can escape from the value in Grand Fortress interests me. My name is Belena. I'll begin making preparations. Meet me at the port first thing tomorrow morning. See you around, handsome. Oh, I shouldn't have rested at the inn. I forgot that we don't just leave right away. Spent 120 gold for nothing. She does sound a bit suspicious, doesn't she? Maybe she's just really nice. And, you know, likes to get out and have an adventure every once in a while. Who knows where she's been? Cannot believe. I like Belena, she's cool. Her design's very pretty, with or without the additional fabric. Because, you know, she's a dancer. They're gonna be scantily clad, because that's the thing. And honestly, it's not that bad, compared to some other things I've seen in video games. Okay, so now that I've spent money to stay at the inn, we're gonna stay at the inn again. For free! We get a special rate because Belena brings in the business. Oh, look who it is. Having a crisis of conscience, are we? Should I have left those kids there? Ah, what am I worrying about? Someone else will take care of them. Oh no. Take care of them, you say? Yeah, I mean, this game's rated T, so it's meant for, like, teens and up. I don't think it's too bad for a T-rated game. I'm not a parent, but honestly, I think, like, Belena's outfit is probably the, like, most T-rated thing in this game, other than just, like, there is violence. But yeah, it's T-rated. It's not an E for everyone game. I think a couple people have sworn so far, which you can't get away with in the E-rated games. So, wait, that ship! It looks like. What could it be? What is Drachma going to do? How can he steer with that giant mechanical arm? Yeah, I think this game and Tales of Symphonia, which is another one of my favorites, and I'm sure there's others, are all like T-rated and deceptively like bright and colorful and childish looking, even though their content might not necessarily be appropriate for young children that you might think the game was aimed toward. Tales of Symphonia gets heavier than Skies of Arcadia, but I mean, again, not a parent, don't have any experience with that, but I always feel like you'd hope at least that puberty for the child that's the same sex as you would be the easier one to deal with. But, you know, it depends on the child and their experience and stuff too, so. Alright. Look at this lovely ship. We had a look at it last time. I love the veil. They're like, it's got eyes. Let's give it a veil as well. Good morning. I trust you slept well last night. It was the best night's sleep I've had in a long time, so I guess we should get ready and start exploring the desert. Only those who have walked through the desert can truly know its size, is a saying we have here in Nasser. It's a very important saying. We should remember this saying. It's too difficult to cross the desert on foot because of the heat. A mere half-day's walk can be deadly. You'll need a ship to cross it. Ship, huh? Is this one yours? Oh, it's got like a bell or a lantern or something on front too. Ah, yes. It's not much, but it's very reliable. Belena, why are you going out of your way to give us a ride? You don't even know us. Well. You aren't very grateful, are you? You were dying of thirst and someone offered you water? You would probably ask where it came from first. What? Alright, if you must know, then I'll tell you. Oh, they even painted her nails. It's such a little touch. My father was a soldier. He was a poor man and sometimes a little short-tempered, but he was a good man, and a good father. We struggled to get by, and my father was barely able to support us. We had nothing to rely on but each other, but we were happy. Until that day, 20 years ago. 20 years ago, Valua and Nasser declared war on each other, and my father was killed in battle. When he died, we had nothing. No food, nobody to support us, nobody to raise us. We had to live on the streets. Some say that you can't die from a broken heart, but they're wrong. My mother died shortly after my father. She was so sad. I was alone, scared. I had to fend for myself on the streets. That is how I ended up living like this. Oh, Belena, we're so sorry. We had no idea. This is why you don't make judgments about people you don't know. What have we learned? Ever since then, I've hated war. Hundreds of people die. Hundreds more families have to go through what I went through. And that is why I'm letting you. No, I want you to use my ship. Please. We'll do it! Don't need to twist my arm. Thank you, oh so much. Belena, I'm sorry for what I said earlier. I shouldn't have spoken to you that way. I lost my parents when I was young, too. I know what you went through. That's quite alright, as long as you understand and don't take my generosity for granted. Alright, everyone, get on board. Temple of Pirin lies far to the east, in the middle of the desert. Let's go. Does she know about... that. Conclusions are the enemy of an open mind. I like that. Stick with working theories. Okay. Did we find Topple Rock? Yes, okay, cool. Alright. I forgot which direction she said the temple was in, but it should be easy to find. I say that. Where's the map? Yes, okay. It's this way. Look, we couldn't even have gotten there without a ship. Like, literally. There was no physically possible way. What's up here? Bear with me one moment, I'm trying to fix some sound issues. Okay, I think that's fixed it. We still got game sound, right? Kinda hard to tell with the game sound also happening. Skies of Arcadia would make a fantastic anime.
That was fun.
There we go. Cool, we found a thing. Alright, let's go find the temple now. Gosh, this just triggers my fear of heights with the clouds so close. Alright, I think there's more discoveries out here. We'll go discovery hunting another time. But the ones that are more obvious, I will probably just go after as we go. As I can. Gosh, this ship is tiny. Oh, Fina's already hurt. We'll be fine. Oh gosh, I forgot these things could do magic. That's... Okay. How many of them are going to sleep? 2. Okay. I think getting attacked wakes you up. One of the things that's kind of fun is Cupel, the little silver thing, reacts to Fina's statuses. So when she was asleep there, it was like trying to poke at her. So it's just another little detail to keep an eye on. It's very cute. It's a nice little addition that, like, it's her weapon. They didn't need to add extra little animations and stuff. But they did. And I love it. Also, silence only affects magic. It does not affect special moves. So we can still do some stuff. No, don't call allies. I just killed your allies.
Move! Give me strength!
Yeah, air pirates would be pretty cool in the Avatar Last Airbender universe. Honestly, I think that setting is so cool that, like, pretty much anything that they wanted to explore would be fun. I never got into Legend of Korra because I'm not really into the sort of modern aesthetic. And I've heard sort of mixed reviews on it. I'll probably watch it sometime, but like, I rewatched the Last Airbender original series and still haven't watched Korra yet. So it's low priority, but yeah, I think that, like, I've heard some really good things about the comics, and I've heard some especially good things about the novels about Kyoshi. And Arc, yeah, with just the sea. Yeah, I've heard that, like, it peaks at, like, the second season, but it's got like 3 or 4 seasons, and so it's not as good. Whereas the first series, like, it definitely had its moments where it kind of dragged a little bit, but it was pretty solid all the way through, I think. Look, it's an Egyptian temple. Check that off your bingo card. Temple of Pirin. And it's a discovery. How it's not been submitted as a discovery before, I have no clue. It's just a big old pyramid in the desert, but maybe people don't get out in the desert much. It's very hot here.
Wow.
This is the Temple of Pirin? It's huge! I can't believe it. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Oh.
People of the old world were able to build this thing in this heat? It's built on sand, too. It's incredible. Deep within this temple lies the red crystal. Be careful, though. According to Sylvite lore, it is guarded by hordes of creatures. What? You mean we're gonna have random battles in this fire dungeon? Well then, let's get going. Oh, Belena, what are you going to do? I'll be waiting out here. And besides, I won't be able to help you fight off monsters in this outfit. Well, it might be a little rough in there for a beautiful woman like yourself. Vice!
Hey!
Oh, really? What about me and Fina? We're women too, you know. Just what are you trying to say? Come on, Fina. Let's leave Macho Man behind and get the crystal ourselves. That might be kind of fun. We'd probably get it faster without him. Snap. Hey, wait a minute. I didn't mean... Watching the 3 of you really cheers me up. You're all such good friends, and Vice is so funny. Well, I'm sure a beautiful woman like yourself has got herself... Oh gosh, I hate that. A beautiful woman like yourself has got herself a much, much, much better guy than Mr. Foot in his mouth. Sorry, there's no one special in my life right now. Well, there is someone that I'm in love with, but he would never even give me a second look. She's barefoot. Is she not, like, roasting? But I don't want to talk about it right now. You should probably get going. I'll be waiting here. Be careful in there, okay? Don't worry. We'll be back before you even notice that we were gone. The free-spirited student makes the school lighten up trope. Yeah. Yeah. It's, I feel like any trope that kind of beats you over the head with basically itself is not usually very fun. And there are certain tropes that do that, for sure. Okay. Can't remember if we actually need anything between here or not. What could this be? It's a triangle-shaped hole and, like, actual hieroglyphics. It's not Egypt, but it's Egypt. And Maya, or Aztec, I guess. I'm cool with drawing from lots of different cultures for the fantasy worlds. Look, they didn't even make us go up all those steps. It was just a set piece. These statues are weird looking though. Oh look! That looks like a door. We'll find out what that is later. Let's save. Alright, quick check for chams. Think there are any chams since we have... Did I? Ah, no, we do have a mini-map. I just turned it off earlier because it was ruining my... Sand gets everywhere. View. Yeah, we can, let's go! The, detail in the textures in here is actually really nice for when this game came out. I mean, look at that. Yeah, exactly. I never actually saw episodes 2 and 3. So I don't remember the exact quote, but I also don't care enough. Okay. So, now we have a puzzle. Oh, and there's a pit. I don't like that. Yeah, episodes 2 and 3 are pretty memeable, and that's like my only real... Like, I've seen the scene, like the very ending of 3, where he like is on fire and mostly gone, and that's it. I've never actually watched either of those movies in any like substantial enough amount to be able to say that I've watched them, and that's okay. Alright, blue better against you? Oh gosh, why is everybody so hurt? They shoot lasers! Also, it's weird that they're called tikis, and I'm sure it's because whatever they were called in Japanese doesn't make cultural sense. Because this was the early 2000s and we weren't, like, as worried about preserving the more Japanese elements and stuff, I guess.
Let's try this.
But the fact that they're called tikis was always weird to me, because tikis are a very, like, Polynesian thing to me, and this is not Polynesian at all in terms of setting. But the only thing I could think that they would be called in Japanese, because I haven't looked it up, is haniwa, but which were like a funeral, like a clay funeral doll thing. They don't really have the pose of haniwa that they usually tend to have. No, that's... I guess it's a fire thing, so naturally it wouldn't really... It's gonna be useless here. That's right, keep trembling. That's fine. No, that's not fine. I don't like that. That hurts a lot. I'm gonna save our magic. Boss battle.
Let's try this.
Dash shreds. Huh, okay. Do you know if that's a thing? Or is it like some of the other sort of nonsense names of the monsters in here? Also, hello, Sylvite. What an appropriate name. Oh, it's an Egyptian thing. Thank you. That's a really cool explanation. Thank you for finding that and sharing that.
Here goes. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, right. We're gonna be learning blue magic because Vice has on his day rhythm. Okay, Phoenix hurting. Everyone's hurting. Said we were gonna save it. Just got slightly more magic points. And she's... There we go. Yes! I love strangers who appear and just drop knowledge. I like when anyone drops knowledge. Knowledge is good, we like it. Especially if it's history related. Hello, camera? There we go. And I think that's another thing that I really like about JRPGs in general is they tend to involve or include like historical and mythological references, and some of them get really obscure. Oh, wait, I can't get it here. It's not dingy. Bottom that I have to get it? Red chat hype. Does the red chat do anything, or is it... I'm not super familiar with how chat works, to be honest. Or is it just you've chosen your color and you are red? It's cool. It's very bright. Makes it easy for me to see who's chatting. Oh no, more dung beetles. Oh, you're green on my screen, Harry.
Here goes.
Got Christmas colors in the chat. I don't like death's heads. Let's just kill these things. There we go. Is that a Lynn emote? Or is it just someone with a green ponytail? Looks like Lynn.
We did it!
Yay! I don't know if any other characters that have green ponytails like that, but I didn't want to assume. Thank you for also bringing the Fire Emblem rep to my chat. It is much appreciated. Okay, sorry, I want to get this moonfish, because the first time I played through this game I actually missed this one. And because, as you can see, it's annoying to figure out where to go. The loopers. Even that missed. Okay. Let's, yes. Remember what I'm doing here.
Let's try this.
Trying to remember how everybody works and not use up too many resources before the boss, because as early bosses usually go for me in these kinds of games, it's probably going to kick my butt a couple times if I'm not careful. Mostly because it can turn people to stone, and when like 2 party members are turned to stone, things are very difficult. Oh, and I upgraded Cupel, so it's a sword now.
That wasn't so bad.
Or specifically, it's a blade now. Fed it some chams, because I forgot to do that last time. Okay, back up top. Let's see if we can figure out. Get this moonfish. Don't want to have to come back in here. I was too far away. Down below, wasn't I? Oh, maybe I have to go to that doorway. A lot of water in this fire temple. It's nice that they changed it up a bit. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh no, boulders! Just go. Tell you what, I am all turned around. Don't remember how to get it. I'll come back. I can come back. The nice thing that they did with the moonfish is none of them are in places that you can't go back to. So that's why there weren't any in Valua. Because we can't actually go back there. We're not allowed back. Oh no! Fina's attack has been lowered. Oh no, it's not. Missed. Eventually, we will have access to a ship, and I will be able to do things off screen, or off stream, including picking up any moonfish that we miss, and that sort of thing. Oh, wait. Oh, they're weak. I was like, why are the dead bodies still there? They're not dead. This reminds me of summer in Oklahoma with all the June bugs everywhere. Just everywhere. Yuck. Get rid of some of these bugs. And the last one's gonna call allies or something, probably. That's okay. Oh, no, it's gonna try to put us to sleep again. June bugs are horrible. I have long hair, and one time I was outside and one of them flew into my hair, like right by my ear, and it got stuck and it was buzzing there, and it was just like one of those big fat juicy ones, and it was really gross and really loud. And now I'm really paranoid about flying bugs getting stuck in my hair.
Over there.
And we had a pool at my parents' house, and so you know that it was just full of dead June bugs for like a whole month, which is not pleasant. June bugs and cottonwood fluff, which I'm allergic to. Alright. Learning magics. Okay, so ignoring the moonfish, I will come back for it. Gonna note so that I don't forget to come back for it. Because, tell you what, getting to the end of the doctor's quest line and being like, you're missing one moonfish. Where was it? Is a real pain. Okay. Boulders. I cannot change the camera angle. For this? Oh. So this is a dead end, and this is not. Yeah. Yeah, the June bugs don't bite or anything. They're just gross. And I don't even mind bugs that much. Also, yeah, Sylvite, that was what I did in I think my very first playthrough, actually. I wasn't trying to do 100%, but I was like, you know, I can at least collect all the moonfish, because I want the free stuff. I want to see what happens with the bird. And then I was missing one, and it was this stupid fire temple one. Thankfully, it's near the beginning. Oh yes, where are you at? Oh, just curious.
We did it!
I think it's nice to know where people are, because then we're aware of time differences and culture differences and all that good stuff. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. Oh, is this where we get the moonfish? Oh my gosh. This is where we get the moonfish. Yeah, the number of the number of American things that I've had to explain to British people living here in the UK is like, it's not surprising when you really think about it, because the cultures are quite different, but when you think of like, oh, we all speak the same language, but we don't really. I mean, we do, but the culture's really different. Oh, you're lucky you don't have June bugs. They're just like, they're red beetles. They're like half an inch to an inch long, and they're like really roundy. And they just like swarm in the summer, and they die really quickly, so they just kind of pile up everywhere, and it's real gross. Yeah, they're pretty mundane little beetles. Yeah, I'll bet, because Canada's got that sort of not British accent. It's more Midwestern, Northern American. But yeah, they use the Queen's English with their terms sometimes. And to be fair, I say I've had to explain American things. I've had to have a lot of British things explained to me as well, or like figure them out. The one that got me for the longest time was when people greet each other, they ask, "Are you all right?" or "Are you okay?" And like the first time someone said that to me that I noticed, I was unpacking in my dorm and I was like, yeah, I'm fine, why? And then it took me like a week to figure out. It's like saying, how are you doing? They don't want an answer, they're just saying hi.
Over there.
Oh no. We've got something for this though.
Moons.
All of Fina's super moves have all of the super moves really have pretty long animations, so I'm gonna just keep skipping them. Oh no. No, no. Oh gosh. Oof. Okay. This is bad. It's yeah, I think any sort of country that you go to, if you speak the language, you're still gonna have a very different experience than if you're just visiting.
Let's try this.
I am glad that because it's an English-speaking country, I don't get like people don't just automatically assume I'm a tourist. I've had some people assume I was Canadian because they didn't want to be rude and assume I was American, which I wasn't entirely sure how to feel about that, but I decided it was mostly just funny. Whereas if I went to like France or something, it would be a little more awkward, or if I went somewhere where you know, people are completely different, you know, skin color and different style of dress and stuff that I'd have to get used to, like I would obviously stand out a lot more than I do. Like I can pretty much blend in here until I open my mouth, and then I get complimented on my accent, which is kind of weird, having the sort of hybrid Oklahoma Northwestern accent and being told your accent's really nice, I love it. It's like, okay. Exotic Oklahoma accent. We're gonna just want to focus up here, I think. We'll just use lots of Cutlass Fury on these guys. Yeah, I'm in Wales at the moment, and the Welsh have a very, not so much in the south here, but where I'm at, but there is a rather pronounced Welsh accent, which I think is very nice. It's kind of similar to Scottish, but it's different. I would never say that it's like a Scottish accent, because accents are a big deal over here. Yeah. It kind of depends on what accent you have as an American as well. They'll confuse you for a Canadian, but yeah, I had someone straight up tell me, like, they asked if I was Canadian, and I said no, I'm American, and they said, oh, I didn't want to be rude and assume. And it's like, so you came off as assuming I was Canadian instead. But they've probably like encountered Canadians or something and just assumed they were American, and they weren't. I don't know, it's complicated. Welsh is a lovely accent. And it does get thick enough that you can't understand them sometimes. Yeah, I remember you saying you were originally from Texas, and then when I was watching your stream the other day, didn't have a pronounced Texan accent, but that makes sense if it's like a Another one of those fusion ones. My parents are from the Pacific Northwest, but they were military, so I grew up in Oklahoma. So that's how my accent got weird. Okay. Fina's not hitting anything anyway. Yeah. Yeah, they can tell the American accents. I don't know, like, I think just kind of a generic American accent is what I'd call yours, Harry, because I'm not very good at accents unless they're, like, really, really pronounced. And, you know, part of me thinks that, like, I could maybe identify you as being from the sort of Midwest, but I also already had the knowledge that you had said you were from Texas, so that could just be, like, hindsight. But it definitely didn't sound like what I would expect just a straight Texan accent to be. So I wouldn't have just guessed Texas. Probably just American Midwest. We had to give the accent a name. Okay, oops. That's not what I wanted. Trying to remember what the X and Y buttons do is a pain. Okay. We're gonna do this. Do this.
Moves.
I've been asked if I'm from Minnesota before, because
Let's try
of
this.
how I do some of my vowels. I also don't enunciate very well. I'm just a mess. Accents here are a huge deal though, like, I've had people back home ask me like, oh, you don't have a British accent yet, or an English accent. And it's like, I mean, no, because every job that I've worked here, it has been completely multinational. Yeah, writers don't need to enunciate, just need to type fast. Yeah, these bugs are a mess. It's the death heads, really. The beetles are not really a problem. Yeah, every place I've worked at has had a lot of people from different countries. When I was at school, we had a lot of people from different countries, and like even the Welsh people in my hall were different areas of Wales, so they had different accents. And so I've never been around just like one predominant accent to pick it up, and also I think you do it more as a kid than as an adult. And I was talking with some coworkers once about like, if I were to try to put on a British accent, A, I would feel like I'm insulting people, and B, I wouldn't know which accent to choose, and I had somebody straight up tell me, don't use my accent. And it's like, oh, I think yours is nice, and they were like, no, I'm from a region that like has a negative stereotype. I did my master's degree in Wales, at Aberystwyth. I did my bachelor's degree in Oklahoma, but I did my master's here, yeah. Okay, let's try to get rid of this thing. Get rid of these things. Oh, nice. It got everything, but it didn't kill the bugs. Well, that was a waste, but oh well. It's fine, now it's dead. And we can't take a spirit with us, so... No, stop it! Just stop. Forgot how annoying the bugs are. I don't think they can do more than one. No, okay. Only kill one ally at a time. Their twitching wings are neat. They've got the multiple layers. Okay, let's do healing. Yuna's got pretty good magic, so... Oh, that was not the one I meant to attack, but that's one down.
Moons, give me strength.
Yep, that's how it works. You go to another country to do your degree, and then you stay, because you find a reason to stay. That's what I did too. And like 10,000 pounds in visas fees later, I'm almost able to get indefinite leave to remain. It's expensive. Masters abroad is good. Any sort of study abroad, I think, is good if you get into a program that will let you do the sort of courses and stuff that you want, for sure.
Is it over already?
Oh, cool! Where did you... Was it in Tokyo, or did you study in one of the other cities, or somewhere in the countryside? Where'd you study? Ah, Fukuoka. Cool. I've heard Kyushu's really nice, and I've heard Kyushu's especially nice for, like, expats and stuff. I think a lot of the foreigners that I follow that are in Japan, a lot of them are in either Fukuoka or up north in Tohoku. Let's heal. Let's heal it. I'm looking forward to being able to travel again. I'm fully vaccinated. Open the borders.
Here goes.
Hashtag open the borders. I mean, they need to be safe on their end too, I think, considering you can still be a carrier. But, ready to travel. Whenever they want my tourist money, I am ready to bring it.
Over there.
Depending on the timing, our first international trip will probably be either Japan or the States. Because I haven't seen my parents in a couple years. And I miss them.
We did it.
They really like it over here, so it's not like I have to like go see them every year or something like that. They'll come to me sometimes. But we haven't been able to do that. Oh, that sounds really cool. Oh, okay. What? No, it was the torch. I thought I saw sand falling from the ceiling, but it was just the torch flicker. Okay, remember that rolling puzzle. Now we get to do more of them. This way. What sorts of projects were you guys doing? I don't even know what you do, Harry. I just know that... Oh shoot, I did it wrong. I haven't been to Ireland yet, but I hear that it's very nice. I really wish it would stop. I wonder if that's a RAM issue? Okay, gotta reset that puzzle because I did it wrong. Here we go. This one. We can use logical reasoning and critical thinking. That looks so dangerous. Also, these are ancient artifacts, Vice, that you're just putting your boots all over, which I remind you, are covered in sewer gunk. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry about all the pink and green. I will investigate that later. It's gotta be a dolphin thing. I mean, my totally legit GameCube is having issues. I do, for the record, own a copy of this game. Oh yeah. Another nice touch, because there's so many just little touches in this game. This is the magic circle for fire spells. All of the temples that we're going to go to for the different colors are going to have completely different magic circles, which I think is very neat. Okay, now we get to the maze portion. With lots of battles. I hope you guys like Magma Tikis. Or... what was it? Destra? Deshret. That's so cool, Harry. That sounds like a really interesting job. At least the combat music is nice. It's a shame there's only like 3 combat themes, but this was, what, 2001? 2003, something like that. Oh no, I just realized this stream might be long. We'll see how long it takes us to get to the boss. Oh wait, no. There's some breathing time between the boss and what I was thinking of. Never mind. This will be fine. Ignore me. Except don't, please stay. I like the attention.
Moons, give me strength!
Oh no! I did this to myself. I don't know why I'm still focusing. This should be the last attack. Just out of habit, I guess.
Yeah!
I love that Vice is a little behind Aika because he died in that one battle. Oh, yes. Healing. Oh gosh, okay. So now we're in... As it's an Egyptian tomb. Of course, it is a bit of a maze. So, and all of these have a battle attached. I could technically ignore them. but they count as chests and they have the good things in them. So I will not be ignoring them. That also means we have to fight a lot of these things. Can't wait until I can get a Sakri box. And I can use it more than once. Also, it would be nice if I had an area effect attack that was not fire-based. The only blue magic we have is Quicka, isn't it? Oh no! Quicka has, I think Webley only affects one though. Oh wait, I just thought of something that I could be doing. Do it in a moment. On the next turn. Good turn. Well done. Very intimidating. Okay. I'll do it next battle. Next turn. Let's just keep using magic stuff. Keep people healed. Cupid is so cute. So bouncy.
Moons, give me strength.
Oh, that was good timing. Let's try 12. Yikes, okay. Oh. Oops. Should have, Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Now it's dead. Next battle we can fight smarter, not harder.
We won! We won!
We won! Yeah, minor hints. Hints are good. Any tips are always welcome. As long as they are not demands, they are always welcome. Oh, okay, great. I will switch to using purple then. That's very helpful, thank you. I can never remember the type advantages, and I should have looked them up, but I keep forgetting to do that. And I've brute forced my way through previously, so. Oh, when did I get this? Why am I not using it? Oh, okay. I mean, I did only just figure out during this particular run, like a stream, must have been last stream, that the game tells you what color the monsters are and you don't just have to guess based on how they look. So, that's where I'm at. I literally have played this game multiple times and just brute forced my way through. We'll switch to purple, thank you. Oh yeah, that's much better. Man, thank you, Sylvite. Just coming in here with all the knowledge today. Yeah. It's such a good game. Such a good game. I love it so much. I really hope that the folks who made it eventually get to work on another one. They still say they want to. And I would love to see what they could do with, like, this sort of feel of game with the setting and stuff like that, but with modern gaming tech. That would be really cool. So we're going to use Lunar Blessing, which is probably not really worth it at this point, but maybe we can get some free healing in. The other one just sits there this turn. It's so expensive. Yeah, oh man, I would love a port of this to like the Switch or something. That would be very nice. A remaster would be cool, but I would rather them devote the resources to a new game. If I'm being perfectly honest. Gold! 774 gold. I wonder if that's significant or just random. This is a dead end. That's not me yet. Okay, this is... There's fewer of these than I thought. Run so bad.
Let's try this.
Not because I don't think I can do this battle, I just really hate these things.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not red, are they? What color are they? They're green! Does that mean red against them?
Moons, give me strength.
Maybe not.
Let's try this.
Maybe they just have high magic defense. No, stop it! Hate you. Ugh. Those healing salves, though. Yeah, I guess they must just be beefy in the magic armor department.
Let's try this.
Maybe I should give the gem of fluidity to Fina. I've got it on Aika at the moment. Oh well, she won't be attacked like that,
Let's
so
try
that's
this.
fine. It should be dead now. Be dead now. Oh, even poor little Cupel is stoned.
We won!
There we go. I'm so glad the status effects only last for one battle. Or like until the end of the battle. Okay, we've been through this room. Okay. I assume yellow or blue. Or green, maybe. Doesn't matter, they're all dead. I will look up the color advantages for reals next time. Oh, okay, cool. I like when the weapons have effects, because again, I just brute force things, but it's always nice to have a little surprise. Okay. Where's Fina at with her silver magic? Oh, she's got Razan. Good. I mean, really what we need is moonberries, but... Is this the direction I want to go? It's locked. Okay. I thought there were more of these chest rooms. The one I'm thinking of must be farther in where the lava is. Spoilers, there's lava. Okay. Let's Cutlass Fury the heck out of these guys. Stop it.
Let's try this.
Running out of soccer crystals. Boss fight's going to be a little tough.
We won! We won!
But the more random battles we do, the more magic experience and regular experience we get. So, like... a moonberry! I am not grinding death heads for moonberries. That's not happening. How many do I have? Just the one. Where was I going? I was going this way. Okay, another puzzle! Spatial reasoning. Son? Wow, he can just stop on a dime. That's some leg power. Okay. Swan? Better not be random battles in this puzzle room. So mad. Can't remember where the chams are. Okay. Oh no! Oh, this is terrible. Oh wait, no, this is the opposite of terrible. Okay. Is that? Okay, this is the door that we just... in. Okay, so that other door that we saw should be this one over here. Yes, this was one that we couldn't open. Cool. Couldn't open because it was opening onto a solid wall. Very nice. Gosh, the detail. It doesn't look as good up close, but the detail's so good. Looks so pretty. I can't decide which is my favorite dungeon in this, because, like, honestly, of the... Oh, there's a Cham. It would have been good. It would have been funny for them to put it, like, where the boulder rolls, instead of in the side thing, but okay. Boulders, can you not? Okay. Yeah, like, I don't know, this dungeon is this. Moonstone Mountain is definitely the most fun, but that's not really saying much. Because it's not really that fun. The water dungeon is horrible. It's got some very pretty spots because I like crystals, but yeah, I mean, Moonstone Mountain is like the funhouse sort of dungeon. I mean, I guess the Machu Picchu one is kind of cool, but it's also kind of boring, and you have that like chase sequence. I honestly don't remember much about Soltis, because it's at the end of the game. The Water Temple is terrible. I think I already said that. Dark Rift is also terrible because it's a maze, and it also really triggers my like fear of heights and like open space and open water. What other temples are there? The Ice Temple's cool. The Ice Temple's really pretty. Maybe the Ice Temple's my favorite. It's very pretty. It's very... pun totally intended. It's very chill. And I guess the Dakat dungeon is kind of cool too. Yeah, I think... Yeah, Glacia is definitely... I don't think it needs... I don't think any of the dungeons in this need to be longer, though. I really don't. Yeah, Dangrel Island has some nice puzzles and stuff. Or wait, no, Dangrel Island's the... That's one of the endgame ones, right? I'm thinking of the Dakat's Island one again. It's got some cool puzzles and stuff. Yeah, I don't remember Dangrel Island or Soltis all that much. I think I've played most of the way through this game multiple times. I've beat it, I think, twice. Because I think the last time I played, I was trying to 100% it, and then school got in the way. And so that just didn't happen. Alright. Now we just need 3 more moonberries. At least investing in Fina is worthwhile. I miss school. I don't miss the homework. I miss, like, I actually liked lectures and being in class. Like, I like learning things. I don't like being forced to write papers. I like writing fiction. I don't like writing academic stuff. Even though I have 2 history degrees. I like the research. I like learning about stuff. Don't like putting it into just like a regular paper. And I think part of it is because I never really learned how to write well for academics. And part of it also is because, like, my brain is like, well, I mean, we found this information already. It's already here. Why do we need to say it?
Try this.
Yeah, the paper deadline. I'm not even against deadlines so much, because you gotta have deadlines or you never actually get things done. But yeah, the papers and stuff are they're just not fun. The best paper grade I ever got at uni was because the topic pissed me off. And I was so incensed, I just knocked this paper out and I got like a 90-something% on it. I was pulling a low B in that class.
We did it!
I'm pretty sure I put it up on my fridge for like a week after I got the paper back. It was about Twilight as well. I wasn't angry because it was about Twilight. It was related. I took some very interesting classes in my undergraduate. No, we haven't talked about Twilight. I'm not into Twilight, so it doesn't come up. I took 2 vampire literature courses in my undergraduate, and one of them was classic vampire lit, and the other one was putting Twilight into context of the vampire literature corpus, which the concept of the class was very, very cool, and the class was very, very cool. And we had a really good professor, but I also had to read all 4 Twilight books and watch 2 of the movies. Yeah, it was really neat seeing some of the stuff like from Twilight that was pulled knowingly or unknowingly. The first movie had a good soundtrack. And I did have a good memory of that first movie because my roommate really wanted to go see it, and she didn't want to go by herself. So it was either I go or she'd drag her boyfriend. So I decided to go and be nice to the boyfriend. There's a shot where they're laying in a meadow and the sun comes out and Edward starts sparkling. And I lost it in the theater. And it made everyone really mad. And I thought it was really funny. Oh no, I cannot imagine a drinking game for the movies. What did that involve? Yeah, we had an empty seat next to me, so I like actually fell over into that theater seat. I was laughing so hard. Needless to say, the other people around us were not happy. Yeah, I think the books aren't bad. I think the 4th one was too long. I enjoyed the first one. And I think I enjoyed it a bit more because I had seen the film, so I was already I had a little idea of what was going to happen. I was a little bit invested already, just by nature of I have seen the movie already. Let's see how the book does it, because I always find that sort of thing interesting. The second book was okay, and then like they just went downhill from the first one. So you're just drinking for the whole movie then? Except when they play baseball. The baseball scene was very cool. I remember them having some good sound design for the baseball thing as well. No, I didn't see, or I didn't read that one. I also, another sort of benefit from having taken that class is I'm a little bit more aware of pop culture things that we like to hate on and thinking about, like, where things came from. Did I miss a treasure chest? Yeah, it's further in. And, like, because I read all of Twilight and did all the vampire stuff, I still enjoy vampire literature, and that's my reading theme this year. And I was reading The Vampire Lestat earlier this year, and Anne Rice's vampires sparkle, just not. They're just not described in the corny way that the Twilight vampires are. Lestat actually says, like, under artificial lights, his skin like shines and he has to powder himself down. And I was like, oh, that's nobody ever brings that up. And you know, the sparkling is one of the things that Twilight gets ridiculed for, and to some extent I think for good reason, because again, it's described in a sort of very corny way and like made a thing in a very corny way, whereas Lestat is like, it was fine when there were candles, but now there's fluorescent lights and my skin is so pale that it's like unnaturally shiny. But he doesn't just go live in Washington State, he just wears powder. Interview with the Vampire is fun until like the last sort of half to third of the book, I think. It is definitely a sort of, I think self-indulgent is a good way to describe the style. I think Vampire Lestat was kind of the same, but it's got a greater number of interesting characters in it. So if you couldn't get through Interview but you want to try another Vampire Chronicles one, Vampire Lestat is quite good. It's just, I know you've complained about your ADHD giving you troubles with reading, so it might not be for you because it drags in spots and then it kind of like jumps around, and it might actually be kind of a nightmare. I don't know how you feel when you're reading, but it could be worth a try. It's a good book. And it doesn't drag for quite as long as Interview does in like for long lengths of time necessarily. Yeah, Louis is I mean, I guess part of the point is they were supposed to be very sort of emotional, and the being a vampire heightens your emotions, and Louis started out as very, I don't know how to describe him, but he's not a very interesting character. And then he's the point of view character and stuff. Yeah, the film is fun. It doesn't follow the book quite the same, and they like completely mess up the last third. But it is fun. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is what we want. This looks like there's some sort of switch. Let's push the switch. Oh! Oh no! All that water. Yeah. Speaking of vampires, my husband and I started watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I was not expecting it to be about vampires or archaeology. I didn't know what to expect other than, like, buff muscles and fashion, but 19th century England and vampires. That's what I got. Cool. Alright, where's the midfish? It is... Oh right, I have to be down there. JoJo's is special. It is definitely not for children. It's I have a very low tolerance for gore, and I'm supposed to be more specific, like wound detail. Like blood splashing on the screen doesn't bother me, but like focusing on the gore and like focusing on the wound detail, I don't like. JoJo's kind of walks a very thin line of being too much for me, and just manages to not be too much for me. I haven't watched Hellsing. I do better with animated stuff for sure than live action things, but I still have trouble with it. It depends on how the gore and violence is handled, and it's kind of hard for me to articulate. It's sort of like if it feels like the show is glorying in its violence and like having the violence for violence's sake, I'm not gonna like it. If it's extreme violence just for shock value and it's always only for shock value, I'm also not gonna like it because I just don't like shock value that much. Yeah, Suicide Squad, not my thing. Haven't seen it, but I can tell it's not my thing. But I watched Blood of Zeus on Netflix, and it's got gore, but it doesn't like the gore is just kind of there. It's just kind of incidental to show that like this is a very hostile and violent world in which this story takes place. And it's fine. I was fine with it, actually. They actually used it to very, very good effect with a... They actually did some shock value that I was okay with. Because you could kind of see it coming. I don't know, it's... Maybe someday I'll figure out how to articulate how I feel about violence in like films and anime and stuff like that, but yeah, JoJo's is fine with me. Blood of Zeus was really, really good. I definitely prefer little or obfuscated violence. Oh no, Fina. Let's see. I wonder if we can put him to sleep.
Let's try this.
But then I'm gonna attack him and he's gonna wake up again. Yeah, the Suicide Squad just as a concept is not my thing. Okay, Vice is healed up. Let's just be on the safe side.
Is it over already?
Alright, so the Zivlin Bane dudes are gonna show up basically in every dungeon, and we're gonna pick up fancy, expensive stuff from them. That we can sell. Okay, let's give a Cham 2 Cupel. Oh, right. We don't have to resurrect Fina because status effects only last one battle, and she's got 1 hit point left. Isn't that so generous of this game? Alright. Down the stairs. That was the treasure chest I was looking for earlier, so we're good now. We just have one more spatial reasoning. Oh no. Okay. What's happening? I don't know if it's a no-win scenario. I think it, like... It all just really depends on... on how it's handled. Because if you show the violence as, like, part of telling the story, that's one thing. And, like, demonstrating the cruelness of the world. But if you use violence just, like, for the sake of violence and shock value, that's not good. Yeah. I mean, and then you've got stuff like 300 where, like, it's, like, super violent, but it's also fun because it's one of those things that, like, you come for the violence and that's what you're there for. And they're not trying to, like, they're not trying to show a, like, any sort of realistic, the world is terrible and violent. It's like, these guys are Spartans and they kick ass, and we're going to crank that up to 11. And I was okay with that, actually. What got me the most about 300 was Xerxes' court. And all of the quote-unquote monsters in his court. Because I don't like body horror. I think I like it less than violence, but they tend to go hand in hand. Also, I don't like violence against animals. We were watching, I think it was Equilibrium, which is a very good movie, and it's very fun, but I was not ready for the dog scene, and it actually, like, I was crying for, like, a third of the movie because of the dog scene. And I told my husband, like, you have to let me know if that sort of thing is going to happen. Because I love dogs. But then there's also, on the other hand, Alita Battle Angel also had a dog that got killed, but it was telegraphed from, like, the beginning of the film. And so, like, I was still sad about it, but I was ready for it. And, like, I've seen films do that with other types of violence as well, of, like, you know it's coming. You don't know how it's gonna happen, or, like, what it's gonna look like necessarily, but you know it's coming, and you're ready for it. And I think maybe that's where 300 gets away with it for me, is because, like, again, you come there for the violence. And the violence is what you're expecting. So it's fine. Two-part story?
That was fun.
Okay. We now have gone from having a chasm to having lava, and we still can't get over there. But let's push this button. This isn't the best level design, but it's pretty good level design, because we walked in and I immediately went, oh, what does this do? Oh, it has water. Okay, we can't go this way. Go around, get the lava. Oh, we gotta put water on it. Now we're going to walk on this lava that is totally not safe. Burn all that sewage off my boots. Oh, okay. Where are you? Where? There you are. Awesome. Oh gosh, I really hate it. Okay. There we go. Catch the moonfish. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's heal up. Oh, perfect. Let's change some liquid. Hello, Blessed One. How are you doing? Welcome. We're getting ready to fight a boss and talking about violence in media. as we can. Yeah. I'm doing okay. Something has started like blooming or letting off pollen or something, and my allergies have really kicked up in the past couple of days. But otherwise, I'm doing pretty good. We're here at the boss chamber, having a nice time. Gonna go fight something big and ominous. Try not to die too many times. Hopefully we'll get through this once. This is gorgeous. Look at the lighting in this place. And there's no music. There's no sound, even though there's a big ol' vortex. Just listen to that. This is a boss room. And it's a room for a boss. Hello. What a lovely home you have here. The heating must be really cheap. Okay. Let's... Okay, it is indeed red. Do not want to be faked out. Stick a healing salve. Yes. It does kind of look like a sock puppet. Except it's a rock. It's a rock puppet.
Here goes.
I like its eyes. They've got that sort of like jelly, bulgy eye look. I don't know. It adds something nice to the creature design for sure. Oh my gosh. That animation started with him standing on the lava. Good thing the terrain doesn't actually matter. They've glued felt scales on the sock. Oh, maybe they like rolled it in some wet sand? You know how like wet sand on clothes like dries into that sort of rocky, horrible crust. How are we doing? Oh, we're doing okay. Let's risk.
Let's try this.
So I'm waiting for the boss to hit us with its big hefty move, and or try to, yeah, this one. No, not this one. This is the one that turns people to stone. Yeah, I mean, how are we gonna get across here if there wasn't water? And I believe it's implied that that water was the water I remarked on when we first came in, which is kind of cool. I could totally see a temple housing a powerful artifact in a desert having like some sort of oasis type effect, you know? I could see that. Okay. Okay, so lunar winds and lunar cleansing. I think they got the voice lines backward. Okay, but we want cleansing.
Moons. Purify our souls.
Anyway. I feel like one of Fina's specials. Maybe it is Lunar Winds. The voice line isn't quite right. The nice thing about the healing salves also is even if a character is turned to stone, the healing effect remains on them. So they just like sit there and heal. Alright, we're down to half. The boss is down to half. This is the one I was waiting for. Oh, and you can see more of the boss room, and it's gorgeous.
Let's try this.
Oh yeah, and that heals right away too. Nice. Okay, cool. Healing salves. This is like the only battle that I ever rely on them. But they are very useful. The only place you can get them is in Maramba as well. So like the town before this dungeon. So it's, I guess you don't really need them for the later ones. It's nice that they put them here. This boss used to kick my butt hard, and then I figured out that using the healing salves was actually really useful. And then later in the game I just never used them. So this is just my hack, my pro strats. I like keeping people healed up, but you don't win if the boss doesn't go down. So, you know.
Moves, give me strength.
Try to get people back up when they're at half health or less. Otherwise, I don't worry about it too much unless I think, like, I have a turn to breathe. The Dakat Island bosses also kick my butt. They're a nightmare. But they're also really cool. That is a cool boss fight. Alright, the healing salve doesn't last very long. That's fine. It's almost dead. So let's do some damage. Yes. I imagine that will make a big difference, and I'm going to look up the color advantages. For sure. And I'll be ready for that one, because anything to make that fight easier is good. It is very difficult, and I like it. It's difficult in a good way, but making it easier is not a problem. Okay, that boss battle went way better than usual.
That was fun.
Maybe I'm just better at managing my resources than I was like 10 years ago. And look, he's made us a nice little bridge. That's... Just hang out here for a moment. Maybe that can be the thumbnail. Yeah, he's very polite. He's like, "Oh, welcome to my home. I hope you're warm enough. Please, please use my rocky corpse to cross this lava." I thought he wasn't gonna walk in. Look at that. The framing on this is really nice. Walls, details. So nice. Let's claim our prize. It's so shiny.
Wow.
Wow, so this is a moon crystal. It's so beautiful. I'm getting weak in the knees just looking at it. Moon crystal is the most concentrated source of energy that you will ever see. It was created by distilling a moonstone into its purest form. Moon crystals are pure energy. This crystal alone has the power of thousands. No, tens of thousands of moonstones. So this crystal is powerful enough to control one of the Gigas? Let's touch it! Look at the light radiating from the crystal. Even though thousands of years have passed since the destruction of the old world, the crystal still shines as bright as ever. Between the power of these crystals and the destructive forces of the Gigas, it's easy to see how so much of the world was destroyed. It's sad. The people of the old world had so much power, but they used it to make weapons instead of helping each other. There's no way we can let Valua get their hands on one of these. I have some bad news. Vina, leave it up to us. We'll keep it safe. The Valuans are going to have to take it off my dead body before I hand it over to them. What's wrong with Fina's forehead tattoo? There's so much of the world that I still have to see. I'm not going to let them wake some ancient guardian to destroy half of it now. Vice! Stop!
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vice. I know you will do your best to keep it safe. Our very best. We received the Red Moon Crystal. Oh, it's like a circle with a triangle or something, isn't it? Oh, it's hard to see. It's all blurry. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter that we're hurt. So, now we find out if this stream is gonna run long, or if we're gonna stop here. I think we're gonna stop here. You can see it on her model during the cutscenes, when they like get close up on her face. It's much clearer. Cool! We found this door. It's just like Skyrim. The boss was right here. Alright. I think that's what we're gonna call it. Because, next time, we're gonna... We still need to find a ship. And, yeah, we've got this crystal now. We've got this magical... I guess it's kind of a MacGuffin. Because it doesn't really matter what it is. It just has to power the Gigas. And we're going to face the consequences about that next time. So, thank you all for coming and chatting. This has been super fun. And I'll be here next Tuesday, same time. And we're gonna do some more ship battles next time and finally have access, more permanent access to a ship. So, thanks again, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye!